CEO and co-founder, Expeditions Masai Safaris.
All right. Yes. And just before we get into the nitty-gritties, we have two of you won the awards just recently. And let me start with the lady.
Yeah.
What do this award mean to SMEs and people in business, really?
Yeah. First of all, I must say I was extremely humbled, happy, and excited to win the award. I will not say it was unexpected because I'm somebody who always believes in myself. But just the circumstances under which it happened was amazing because I was actually on my way to South Africa for some other awards by Forbes. Mm-hmm. So when I saw when the information came out that I matched the winner, I was extremely happy because for me, it sort of validates all my efforts.
Yeah.
I know you can't quite peg everything you've done on an award, but just the fact that you win something validates your day-to-day efforts, everything you do. You wake up in the morning, you go to work every day. Sometimes you have bad days, you have crazy days, you have cash flow problems, HR problems. I mean, we know the problems we face as young entrepreneurs. So just the fact that somebody somewhere, someone out there in Kenya or in Africa or globally is seeing you and seeing your efforts, for me that really means a lot as somebody who owns a small and medium enterprise.
And of course, Pancras, many say that winning an award is not only an endorsement, but it can be a springboard to better days for your business.
Yes, yes. The award is a vote of confidence from the customers and public in general. For me, I was very surprised I was not in the country as well. I was in Abu Dhabi, and I got the news in the evening. So I got so many congratulation messages from Kenya, from everywhere around the world.
All right.
So
I hope you're not on holiday.
I was in business.
You were looking for more business.
I was looking for more business.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
And Tony, let me throw it to you. Being the founder of these awards and looking through the nitty-gritties in terms of assessment and, of course, what are you hoping to achieve at the end of the day?
We hope to achieve three things. The first thing is just the sheer recognition of the efforts and the stuff that people go through. I think the two winners here will confirm that sometimes it's not easy to do business. And so to get someone coming to recognize your efforts and your achievements and your successes, I think that's a good thing. The second thing is to celebrate them, because then out of the millions of people who are doing business, these guys have gone over and above that, and they actually have products and services that other people appreciate, because it's actually the people who determined who won. And a lot of them, it is because of the products and the services. These are people who enjoyed and used their products, and they actually wanted to affirm that in their awards. So we really want to celebrate them because it is not an easy thing and it is a great achievement for them. The third thing that we want to do is to put a spotlight on youth entrepreneurship in this country. I think just like the way the president has spoken here, there's a lot of support that is needed for this.
We're going to come to that.
Yeah. So there's great need for this support, and sometimes it takes a ceremony or an event or something to be done for people to begin to recognize and to even begin to listen to what issues guys are facing, and so that we can find what kind of support they can provide. Like in this particular year, one of the things that we were very deliberate about is that we, beyond the recognition, we also provided support to the winners and also to their businesses. So we found that they'd get things like training on customer service, training on sales, training, mentorship and coaching in various areas. We'll also provide them with publicity and advertising on biznakenya.com platform and other platforms. So that is the other thing that we want to do. We want to mobilize support to go to the young entrepreneurs.
All right. And Michelle, looking at the business landscape in the country, as much as SMEs claim that there is no enough capital, I don't know, what is the situation with you and as well as Pancras, if you could weigh in?
I do agree with that, actually, because I remember starting out Marini Naturals. It wasn't easy. As you can imagine, it's a very capital-intensive and capital-driven business. You need raw materials, your shea butters, your coconut oils. You need packaging. You need a solid team. You need special expertise like formulators, and not just any kind of formulators, because we're talking about a personal care product. In as much as it's FMCG, this is a product that's going to go on someone's skin or hair. So we had to hire the top quality formulators. And when you do the math, it comes to astounding figures. So I remember when I was starting out, I didn't have the capital I needed. I always say, whatever you want to start out your business, you probably need double, but you'll get half. So if you want 5 million, you probably will get half a million, yeah? But you probably need 10 million. And that was my situation. And at the time, this funding enterprises were not that easy to convince because you could go with a fantastic business plan, 20-page. I remember I did it with my brother, and they were just like, nope, we have to see an actual product in the market.
Right.
So for me, my saving grace, so to speak, was my own community circle.
All right.
Yeah.
And Pankras, what was the story for you?
For me, my story is different because when we started Expeditions Masai Safaris, we started the Expeditions Masai Safaris from the university camp, the university hostels. So I did not have any capital, and I tell people that they cannot even believe it, because I think that for you to be able to be successful, you have to start.
You didn't have any capital?
I did not have any capital. What I only had is...
You didn't get any form of funding?
No, I did not have any capital. So what I did, you take advantage of the resources which are available.
Yeah.
Nowadays, we have online platform. Like me, I took advantage of my Facebook page, and that's how we have grown the Expeditions Masai Safaris to where it is today. So I did not have capital. It was zero capital.
All right.
Yeah, but with time now, you start small, you will get customers, they get confidence with you, and after that now you can be able to have an office, and you can be able to buy maybe a computer so that at least you can be able to grow.
To scale up.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And Tony, looking at the ecosystem across East Africa, it seems to be one single narrative, especially when it comes to the challenges businesses are facing. For instance, we know in Kenya, many SMEs, whenever you tender for government jobs, it takes time to be paid. This has a ripple effect where auctioneers come for you. They do not care whether you've been in business for a month or 2 months. And from where you sit, and also being a founder of this noble initiative, where would you like to see the SME conversation being taken so that we can, of course, accelerate the growth of SMEs? And as the President rightly said, they are likely to be the engines of economic growth.
A couple of things. I think the first thing I need to say is that government needs to pay suppliers, especially the SMEs and the young entrepreneurs. I was privileged to have been the one who...
Should we have it in law?
Yes.
For it to work?
It needs to be in law. But most importantly, it's political goodwill. I'm privileged to have been the one who designed the ACPO program, the Access to Government Procurement
Opportunities.
Program. Yeah. But as you'd have it today, I look at it and I feel like shedding tears, because you look at, it has actually brought more misery to more people than joy. So I think the first thing that government needs to pay people. Secondly, they need to put in place a proper framework to support SMEs. Thirdly, and this I think is for the private sector, they need to put their money where their mouth is. There are a lot of people with a lot of money. There are a lot of institutions with a lot of money. But find that they do not bank on the SMEs and the young entrepreneurs. So the idea is for them to actually begin to bank on this, put their money even to the guys who are already doing something that is tangible and that can be seen. And I think the other very big thing is just access to credit, because they are willing to pay, but then it's not even accessible. So you find that a lot of ideas actually die a lot of businesses die at the idea stage.
All right.
Yeah.
And as we wrap up the conversation, Michelle and Pankras, what would be your biggest pitch if you were to sit with the President today that you would want something addressed when it comes to evening the landscape and ensuring that it is an easy sort of business environment for you to thrive and go to South Africa as you had gone for holiday, or in Abu Dhabi for Pankras's case?
I think for me would be to believe in the youth. The youth are the leaders of tomorrow, and tomorrow is here, just a day away. You know, we always talk of the future. Literally, even tomorrow is the future. After these 24 hours, tomorrow is that future. And sometimes you think that the future is so far away, but our kids are growing, young people are growing, entrepreneurship. We're just talking with Tony that now entrepreneurs are finishing college and going straight into business. There's no even employment phase. So believe in us, believe in the youth. I know all too well how hard it was for me to start up. If those challenges were not there, if somebody believed in me from the government, I might have been many steps ahead than where I am today.
All right.
But I had to collect my resources, reach out to family, friends, a circle, and it becomes very difficult sometimes. So believe in the youth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pancras, you have the last word.
Yeah, myself, I would say about giving the equal opportunities to each and every person, like the young people, because sometimes you get that we don't have the opportunities. You are young and you cannot be able to be trusted that because you are being asked, when you come to bid for a business, you ask to give maybe the experience, how many people have you served there before, and maybe you just starting. So I think giving equal opportunities, and that would work very well.
All right.
Yes.
Tony,
Yes, sir.
your parting shot.
My parting shot is look out for the next edition of the Young Entrepreneur Awards. I really, really want to congratulate the two of them and the other 10. We had 10 winners, but these are the two top winners, so I really want to congratulate them and ask all the other young entrepreneurs out there, if you are doing a business, it's doing well, you have a good product or service, look out for the awards next year.
All right.
We'll be happy to celebrate you as well.
Will you expand the awards to incorporate more people?
Yes, we are looking at increasing the number of categories and also provide more time for nomination, because one of the feedback we got this year was that not many people knew about the awards. So next year we'll make it bigger and
All right.
better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I came with goodies from Marini Naturals for everybody.
Wow, thank you so much.
Karibu sana.
Yeah.
It's for all of you.
Yeah, we'll try them out.
So we have
Thank you so
shampoos,
much.
butters, all for you.
Yeah. So what's the meaning of Marini?
Marini is actually a Swahili word that means naturally beautiful. It's deep Tanzanian Swahili. Few people know it, but it actually means beautiful without too much makeup or enhancements, real raw beauty.
Okay.
Natural beauty.
Good place to end the conversation. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We really look forward to seeing you guys excel and keep doing the good work, Tony.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.